You know, I still haven't gotten used to that extra little bit at the end. I always start talking and it goes off.
Nice. I always forget about it as well, to be fair. It's not just you.
How you doing, Johnny?
I am recovering well after a hellish week. How's Kirby today?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. It's been a fairly easy week, but it's because I grafted to make it that way.
Yeah.
But we'll see how long that lasts.
Go on.
You got machines breaking down. Well, welcome to episode 48 for everybody that's joining us.
Dude,
my name's Kirby Downey.
Sorry. I'm Jonny Harrison.
Yes, we almost hit 50.
1 month to go.
1 month? No, yeah.
Well, technically, isn't it?
Yeah, 21st should hopefully be our 50th episode. What should we do for our 50th episode? Not build gingerbread houses.
No, we ain't doing that. Not in the summer. It's more Christmassy. What should we do for 50?
Who says a gingerbread house is a Christmas thing?
It kind of is. Have you seen the gingerbread house kits in the shops at the minute?
You can buy them on Amazon.
You can buy them on Amazon. Then it'll be very stale from last Christmas.
Or will it be very fresh from this Christmas?
Yeah, that's a glass half full, glass half empty sort of situation.
We're almost at the end of August, so we're coming quite around the corner from Christmas season.
We are.
Yeah, it'll be Halloween and then boom.
Boom.
Christmas. So you said you wanted to work on some personal project stuff.
Yeah, I kind of am and I kind of aren't, if you know what I mean. I'm doing a little chopsy. I'm doing a little bit of work at the same time. But it's fun work. It's fun work. Yeah, I'll show you what I'm up to. When I remember how I work this doodah. Writing a PLC program.
For what?
Pneumatic tester.
I assume to test pneumatics.
Yeah, but plastic bottles actually. So you inflate the plastic bottle with the air to a minimum pressure. So it has to be between them and the maximum. If not, it fails. And then it basically checks for a certain drop in pressure. Fun.
Wouldn't you rather want to hang out with me and do work?
Yeah, While it's fresh in my mind, it's one of them situations. If I leave it a couple of days, I won't remember what I was doing. So, yeah, we're going to have a little potter away in the background. What are you up to?
I mean, give us the tour. How's this all supposed to work?
Dude, it's simple. You got like your inputs and outputs. You can drag this, and then you double click, and then this pops up, and you can put buttons or roller switches or dials and all sorts of good stuff. Yeah, it's fun.
And then where's the output?
Well, you've got 2 solenoid valves on the right, and then a pass light and a fail light. Good.
Fair enough.
Nice.
I can't think of a reason why I would need to use that stuff. Because it looks fun.
It is
It
fun.
looks fun.
It's fun. It's logic-based, which is the stressful bit.
I struggle with that. Sometimes just chaos is the right way how to learn.
I sometimes agree.
Because, I mean, a lot of our systems would use stuff like this in the background.
Yeah, this is all your system is. It'll just be thousands of these little programs together. You know
The
what I
HP
mean?
is the worst for that. It's just so sensitive.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we couldn't spin up the fan in 39 minutes, so we're going to fail this print.
Yeah, tough. That's life.
Yeah.
See, if you could do PLCs, you could write that out.
Can't, because we can't get into the systems. And if we do, we lose all service warranties.
Yes.
And those cost a couple of $100,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be a hard pass for trying to hack an HP. One thing I've found, though, is the coding and that kind of stuff is getting much, much easier. Like, sorry, there's a potato on my screen.
A potato on your screen.
I forgot to close Brandon's because I was supposed to have my stream on the top. I accidentally left Brandon's one. I didn't switch the tab. It was just a potato floating. It's not what I expected to look up. But yeah, coding has gone much easier. Like, for those that don't know, Jonny and I are busy working on a little Magic Wheel project.
Another one.
Yes, where the main basis about it is soundboards, and you know, Jonny and I, we love a good old soundboard. Wrong soundboard.
We do love a soundboard.
To the core after dark.
That's Heather, and if you missed Heather, she was on our episode last week, episode 47. But yeah, Jonny and I, we love our soundboards. We love to make noises.
Yep.
Whenever we can. It seems to become a specialty somehow that
We're
it's
just
a soundboard.
children at heart.
So we like, for example, the soundboard for this one is quite almost as straightforward as this one, almost as straightforward as the one that I'm using here. It's just copy and paste. You don't have to write out the code to say if button A is pressed, track A will play, will play a sound, setting it to this amplifier. And, you know, it's saying like stuff like, oh, if you hold the button, the sound will continue. Or if you press the button, the sound will play. And if you press it again, it'll stop playing. With the coding for this one, it's just you name the track as TO1, copy it onto the disc. Sound plays when you press button 1. And if you want that sound effect to loop, you just name it TO1 loop, copy it onto the disc, press button 1, that sound loops over and over and over until you press it again to stop. So, I mean, it's going to work fantastic. And, like, when I kind of was trying to look into Raspberry Pis and that, 10 years ago or so. Not a chance.
I think it's come on a long way. There's a lot more resource as well now, which helps.
Well, I mean, that's the interesting thing about the part 2 for this board is I don't know if it can output 5 volts, as far as I know, from what I can see from the board schematics. But I don't know, can I get this to power up LEDs as well? I don't know if I can because it's only AAA batteries. But with the Adafruit website, you can just throw the link to that board and say, I've just bought this. This is the project that I want to do. Can it also do this?
Yeah, you probably could power some LEDs, but they'd have to be low voltage. But yeah, it's possible.
Could it power LEDs, but also could those LEDs respond with the board? So, I mean, there's enough forums where I can put that on there and be like, I want to do this. Can it be done? And if it can't be done, what can I use to do that?
Anything's possible with magic.
Anything is possible. You been watching much TV lately?
Not massively. Been busy, man. Been a busy week. I'm off after today.
What do you do with your evenings then?
Me?
Yes.
Depends what time I get in from work. But no, we do watch TV. Been watching some Below Deck.
That's such shit TV though.
Yeah, I know. Well, I finished The Mandalorian like ages ago, didn't I?
Oh, you finally did?
Yeah. Meh.
I
enjoyed
awesome.
Obi-Wan a lot more.
Obi-Wan was a bit more of a nostalgia thing.
Yeah, I think that was it. Exactly that. Yeah,
because like shit TV like Below Deck is something I can put on over there and do some other work. I don't have to focus. Like I'm going through The Boys at the moment. I just finished season 1. And that's a show that I've got to dedicate time to and sit down and watch.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there was something the other day I thought, I want to watch that. What was it? See, you can't remember. I watched something on Deepwater Horizon the other night, oil rig disaster. A nice, cheerful stuff I watched, clearly.
What I have is I have a notes pad on my phone, one of these little note things where I just kind of pop my ideas on, things to do, things to chat about tonight.
Cool.
But I've also got like movies to watch and games to play and series to watch and that. But I mean, one series that we watched recently was Light and Magic on Disney Plus.
Oh yeah.
It's about Industrial Light Magic and how they developed their how the company grew and how they innovated a lot of the basic tools that filmmakers use today. Like CNC controlled cameras and that. That stuff didn't exist then. So they had to build it and invent it themselves.
Best inventions come through
Necessity.
Hard work and necessity, yeah.
I mean, they needed a photo editing tool, to kind of help with the CG side. And the one guy that worked there knew a guy that was building an app just like that, which so happened to be Photoshop. But you never had any intention to sell it. It was just a private project. And they convinced him to package it as products and sell it. And boom, we've now got Photoshop. That's all influenced by Industrial Light Magic. Like, nobody in the film industry wanted to do digital editing. And George Lucas kind of forced that in and said, this is the way that it's going to go.
I still think some of the best work I've done at my current job is through necessity of not being able to fix something someone else has done. So I just go, I'm just going to rip it out and start again. Got to be done.
Yeah, I mean, it's that kind of that mentality of instead of being like, well, it can't be done, so I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
It's like you got to think about it like, well, it can't be done. Well, then how can it be done?
I'm going to make it be done. Yeah.
And yeah, it's just kind of like, it just goes through the kind of company and George Lucas in that kind of light of how, they innovated so much with
so little
of their projects and turned into just what was meant to be just a studio to help produce the special effects for Star Wars. Because one thing I've actually found is what a lot of film studios do is they, instead of finding prop houses or prop makers and that kind of stuff, to outsource to kind of keep the IP close, they'll open a company and then hire the people that they want to get to run that company. And then when the film's finished, they liquidate the company.
Yeah, but no, a lot of companies that were built for making Star Wars have outlasted that by a mile.
Yeah, the ones that push the limits.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was really interesting, and it's kind of it showed how CGI reached a point where it was like everything was just CGI, and they kind of now had to find the balance, and all the like model makers and prop makers that were kind of put out of business because of CGI are now well sought after because they need a good mixture of those kind of people, like how they did The Mandalorian, where the Razor Crest was a model. Mm-hmm. All the space shots are models. And instead of, taking those concept sketches and making the model, and then taking their model and making it digital and then putting it into the CGI, they built the model digitally first, 3D printed it, and then made the model for film. And that because they're now using pre-processing instead of post-processing.
Yeah.
Let's get this beer open, and then we can talk about what we're drinking.
Oh, man. Kirby's going in hard.
I know exactly what you're drinking. You've been necking it already. You're spoiling the surprise.
Dude, it's been a long day and a hot day. Work was really warm again today, so I'm taking on some needed fluids.
I don't think I've really sweated at work at all this year. It's been great.
Look, shut up with you and your air conditioning.
We need to expand.
So if anyone didn't know, Kirby's got air conditioning at work.
And at home.
Yeah.
Let's play this real.
Go for it.
King. What are they drinking? This smells so good. So Johnny, because I've still got a pour, what are you drinking?
I've got a few cheeky bottles of Corona.
So it's quite a big bottle. Just Corona. Why just Corona?
It was what was on the top of the beer pile in the fridge. You know how I operate. Oh, is that Guinness or what you got? You got something funky?
Mm.
What are you drinking?
So I'm drinking some Samuel Smith's organic chocolate stout.
Oh, I'm not massive on stouts, but that sounds interesting.
Quite dark and foamy.
Different?
That's really good. That's really good. Sarah, try my beer.
Did you say try or hold?
Try my beer. She's trying it.
Does she?
Set her lips. It's down.
Was it a nod or a shake?
She's smiling. What do you think, Sarah? She got the thumbs up. Got the thumbs up.
Oh, that was a little jazzy move back in the shot. I like it.
So, do you know much about Samuel Smith's pubs?
Only what you've told me about. I know you went to the one in York.
Yeah.
I know about that bit.
That is very kind of old school kind of pub. Cash only. No music.
That was crazy.
But they have an online store. You can order this stuff to be delivered. I went to the actual... it's not really a... Oh, kick my dog. It's not really a microbrew anymore. I think it's owned by Heineken.
Yeah, you said that.
So it's not as hip as it used to, but their pub ethos is pretty cool. Yeah, that's I might have to buy more of that. So Johnny, there's a rumor going around that you're coming here next weekend.
Sorry, your jazz was distracting me. There is a rumor going around. No, I was liking it. I was vibing. Ooh, it's like soft jazz now. There is a rumor going around, Kirby, that I may be making a journey down to the southern area of the UK.
Southern tip.
Just the southern tip.
Because I feel like you and I should have a little episode.
A little, 20-minute live Susan.
If the weather's good, we can do it in the bar. Oh, that's if I have the effort to carry my laptop, my computer, all the way out there. Because that could be interesting. Because these mics will work very well outside. They're condensers. Or they're dynamic.
I can't remember.
I can't even remember. You know what else I've watched on Disney Plus that I really enjoyed? Like, surprisingly really enjoyed.
What was it? Ooh, nice. For everyone that doesn't know, just before we came on stream, I did an absolutely massive burp into Kirby's ears. So he's just paying me back and all of you.
Excuse me.
Pardon me.
Pardon me. No, Lightyear.
Lightyear, what was that about?
You don't know what Lightyear's about.
Hang on, let me have a quick Google. I have seen this advertised.
Yes, it's the new Buzz Lightyear film.
Yes, I need to watch this. You must remind me to watch this.
Like, if you've watched a lot of Toy Story and played the games and all that stuff, it hits home perfectly.
It's home perfect.
If you've never really watched Toy Story, like if there was a kid watching it, it wouldn't have as much of a impact because so many moments and lines in this movie are just references to what Buzz Lightyear does in the Toy Story films.
I will have to check that out from a childhood memory point of view. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes. Have you been watching Too Tall Toby's awesome tourney?
You know what, dude? I've been lacking.
That's what I'm saying. What do you do when you get home?
Normally, go to sleep. No, I take the dog out for a walk, or play with him in the garden, one or the other. That's the sort of dog parent that I am. And then normally I have some food, watch some crap TV, and let the dog out and go to bed, and then get up at stupid o'clock and go to work. That's my daily life.
Yeah, because Toby's he's doing it every Saturday, and I think I want to say 1 p.m. GMT, or it's 2 p.m. midday UK time, which is nice for America, good for India and that because it's later in the day. But I mean, yeah, he's had 4 already, 4 competitions.
Hang on, has he got like a published tourney schedule?
I don't know if he's got one online.
I know he sent us one. Dude, I tell you what.
Yeah, actually, you should really put this online, but I've got the screenshot. Let me use that.
I tell you what, dude. Are we still guesting?
If you look at the emails, we've been planning dates and that. I think we finalised the date. I can't remember.
Was it the 3rd?
Let me find my email.
I think it was. And if so, we may be together.
No, he had to move it. Because I said no on that day because we might have been doing the reveal.
Oh, the reveal.
I did mention the 3rd because there was a chance we could be together, but we had to pick 3 dates, and of those 3 dates, one of them is this weekend, this Saturday.
Yeah.
At a work party thing. The next one is October 29th that he gave us. That one I can't do because I'm flying in a flight simulator that day.
Oh yeah. Nerd.
So the last date he gave us was November 12th.
We got a long wait then.
Yeah. So I said, yeah, November 12th. We've agreed on that. But back to the brackets. Here is the brackets. So
That's what I was thinking. Who's progressed so far?
So Cam Smith won against 5 lakhs. So he's progressed.
Cam's an absolute tank.
Tom Smith beat... I can't read that. I need to...
Make it not one dimension.
There we go. Smart Colombian from America. Tom Smith won there.
Tom's another absolute power user.
Dr. Belgian won against Kong. And Neil Custard and Ruffle. Neil Custard won. He's actually got a highlight reel for this one, which is actually where this video is from. But I mean, yeah, let's give this recap a watch. There's just music in the background, so it's fine. So I mean, this is the bracket that he was doing. Neil Custard and Ruffy. What flag is that? I want to say Malaysian.
Let me Google.
So that's the part that they had to model in this. It's 3 rounds, so kind of like Tekken type of thing. Let me roll this back so we can comment. We're basically practicing for Toby's show at this point.
Dude, I don't know what flag that is.
Maybe it's a neutral flag just to...
Bangladesh is green with a red dot. Was that similar?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay. Now that's cleared up. I can continue.
Yeah. Bangladesh. I'm just showing all my... No, that's on that screen. Cool.
I was going to say, you're not showing anything at the minute.
Yeah, so that's the part that they had to create, so fairly simple.
No, not bad.
And what I like about here is that because this angle, you can't use the Ivan exploit.
No, yeah.
You can use it there.
On that one you could, but it's probably just as easy to sketch it in the right place. Two very different ways of going about that there at the start.
Yeah, kind of similar,
like
but...
You can Ivan exploit, as long as they're in the right
plane.
Position in one direction. Do you know what I mean?
So Rafi got that one.
Line. Yeah.
Yeah, there's his flag. So it's quite an international competition as well. This one's a bit more tricky. That slot would have had me working for days.
Nasty.
You can do an Ivan exploit on that hole. And this slot.
You can, but it's probably easier to just offset the... Yeah, in my brain I'd just offset, but it might not be the right way to go about it.
Tom Smith comment, there's a couple of exploits. So yeah, it's a 1-1, so it came down to the wire for this as well. That's an interesting part as well. Like, I find it amazing how Toby just thinks of these parts.
I know.
Again, like 2 different approaches. Rafi's just going for a full revolve of the whole
Neil
part.
absolutely smashed it out.
It's just no competition there. Jesus.
It's revolves, man. It takes so long to set a sketch up.
Yeah. He did 1 revolve, and then he did... The other one was a body. But yeah. So, I wanted to ask... You know, come on. You can see that, all right?
Yeah.
Who do you think is going to win?
Hang on. Let me. Oh, I can't.
We're going to take bets now.
Hang on. Let me pull it up myself because it's the size of a postage stamp currently.
I'll just show you the link.
Good idea. Man, my toes.
There's the link as well for anyone that wants to check it out. Boop, boop. I'm going to put it at the back of my book so that I don't have to try and find it.
Man, Toby's coming in with some big tunes in that video. Right, let's have a look. Tank, is that Brad Tank or a different tank?
Which one is that? Where?
Fourth one down in the like black and grey bracket.
I reckon that's Brad Tank because it's got like a Harley type of logo.
Yeah.
Like he's done 2 streams, so I think let's get a top 3.
Dude, it's hard. There's some big hitters in that list.
I mean, quite a lot of them I actually don't know, which is quite
that's
interesting.
good too. But based off the ones I do know, it's going to be a tough competition.
I see October 15th still, it doesn't have 2 contenders.
Really?
Bottom right.
To be decided. Someone might have a very easy ride through to the semi-final there.
Quarterfinal.
Quarter even, yeah. My brain had a mistake. Tom Smith, Cam Smith, Ivan the Destroyer. There's some, you got Tank Brad in there as well. There's some big names. It's going to be a tight competition in the final stages, I'd say.
Who do you think?
What, winner?
Well, your top 3.
Ivan. Ivan's in there, 100%.
Yes, I got Ivan as well.
I might throw Yaya in there.
I thought about that, but I've never actually seen him model.
He's pretty good, dude. Like, he's got some pace. I'm going to go Ivan, Yaya. Oh, man. It's difficult, this. No, I'm going to change my bet. I'm going Ivan, Tom Smith, and it's got to be Cam Smith.
That's close to my
I'm going
predictions.
for the big 3. I think Brad will get pretty far as well.
Out of those 3, Ivan, Tom, Cam, which is your favourite to win?
Oh, man.
It's a tricky one.
I think Tom, maybe. Tom or Ivan, I would go between.
Choose one.
I'm going to go Cam.
You're going to go with Cam?
I'm going to go with Cam. So what's your top 3?
So my top 3 is Cam, Ivan, and Tank.
Oh, man. I can see. Yeah, similar 4.
Brad, I've watched some of his tips and tricks, and they're pretty powerful.
Yeah.
Like, he's quite the power user. You see, I actually watched the previous highlights of Cam's competition.
Yep.
Toby, I think Toby's experimenting with the format of the highlights and that. But for that one, he just showed one of the rounds from Cam and 5 lakhs, slacks. And one thing that Toby mentioned, that the only time Cam ever uses Solidworks is for the weekly speed modeling competition on Toby's thing. He is quite a, like Cam, Brad, and I think Tom are like the top ones in terms of ones that would be good in speed modeling, because I've seen them a lot at 3D Experience World and SolidWorks World as some of the top numbers for the Model Mania. But I mean, Ivan, because he had never been but got involved in these competitions, and this is a lot more international, he came in as one of the surprise new people that never really expected. So I'm going to go with Cam to win, though, because I know he's got a whole presentation about speed modeling and how to win at these kind of competitions.
Yeah, I can see that totally, dude. You know, that was part of my logic, and I think he's might sound unfair, but I think he's got quite an easy run in to at least get to the semis. From my knowledge, semi. Cam's going to get to the semi.
So yeah, we'll be commenting on November 12th, which will be this bracket. So we might be seeing Ivan at his best.
Oh, that would be a fun
one. And then
one.
November 12th with the to be determined too. So that would be quite interesting to see. Give that a like. No, I was just really thinking about it. Like, it's such an interesting little tournament that he's put together.
It's such another, you know, Toby always comes up with these good ideas. Totally does. We love Toby, don't we?
Yeah, I was chatting with him where, it's quite a gassy beer.
Oh.
I was chatting with him on Monday a little bit because he jumped into Brandon's stream. Brandon was doing this really awesome PC that he was building for a friend of his.
I've seen it, the Red Bull one. Or was that a different one?
No, it's that one.
It was. I liked it a lot. It signed me up. Brandon, if you're listening today, which I don't think you are, which is disappointing, Brandon. You need to try harder.
I think he's busy streaming. Well, I mean, we moved to from Mondays. His only free day.
I know. I miss Mondays.
What am I looking for?
Mondays.
I'm looking for Brandon's stream.
Muffin Fuzz.
Because he did a 12-hour stream followed by a 9-hour stream. 2 days in a row building this PC. Literally starting from scratch. And just kind of, he did a couple of prep work, you know, putting together a lot of the plans and the graphics using, you know, Fusion 360 to do a lot of the design work for the 3D stuff. And he 3D printed a lot of the bits and he final cut a lot of the stickers, but it was quite the formula that he put together. You know, he prepared all the vectors, so it was quick to just extrude them out. So those that were joining in and watching was seeing him design things. You were seeing him slice them as well in his slices.
Oh, yeah.
And then while those were printing away, he was working on certain parts of its masking, followed by, you know, wrapping parts, a bit of painting. Let me try to find one of the little bits. Yep. And then he switched to another camera where he was taking things off for his printer.
Jesus.
So yeah, like he was designing those parts at the start of the stream, and here he is taking them out.
It's good, man. I like that.
And yeah, like he was trying to figure out ways to make this, you know, the bottom curve over here. So he was trying to do it by hand, and then he tried to cut a circle, and eventually his solution was to trace it on a piece of paper, scan it in, and design it from that way, and then vinyl cut it and stick it on. Like a lot of that, I think, was my suggestion to kind of, instead of trying to cut it by hand, vinyl cut it, and he, you know, instead of using a cardboard template, use a piece of paper because it can wrap around.
Yeah, it's easy to curve and flex.
So yeah, one thing I found about this is that it was a lot of his community was just piping in and being like, "Oh no, do this, try that." Like he was trying to figure out an interesting thing for a power button, and he was looking up different like ring pulls and the tops of cans. Or some, he wanted the top of the power button to look like a can, and that's when I piped in and saying, he was looking at just doing a ring pull, and I mentioned to him at one point to check out the Red Bull pull tab on their cases, on their cans, and that's when he realized that it's got a little bull in. That's a much better pull tab than just a generic pull tab. So. Yeah, it was just interesting, and it was again like he designed that going in, and then he once he designed it, printed it while he was working on other things, finished printing, bunged it in there, and then he booted it up.
I think I want a PC. I think that's my next purchase of bigness.
Well, if you need some help. I'm not pointing at me, I'm pointing at Brandon.
Oh, you're pointing at Sarah.
Yeah, Brandon's looking to move to the UK quite soon.
I know, I heard that. I'm excited by that.
Yeah, I was hoping by September. I was listening to like a podcast about the CEO from Brewdog. I don't know if you know much about the guy and kind of like...
Yeah, he used to be a captain of a fishing boat, didn't he?
Yeah, well, not a captain. He was trained as a captain, but he used to work on one.
Yeah.
No, really interesting story. I think I've still got it on my Spotify. Yeah, I think it's a thing called Diary of a CEO. Yeah, I'll find it some other point. But yeah, just listening to kind of like his drive and his story and kind of the things that he was dealing with is quite cool. It's just something interesting that I was listening to today. You listening to anything interesting? Any audiobooks or anything?
No, dude, I don't really do books, even audiobooks. It's my evenings are filled with faffing on with crap like I'm pottering away with. That's why I enjoy just catching up and chatting and pottering away with things. I'm boring. Till I've had about 10 pints.
So why don't you interview me then?
Kirby.
Yes.
What do you do on an evening? Tell me. Tell me what you do.
What do I do in the evening?
You're always full of these exciting things. And I'm just boring sometimes.
Well, I mean, as of late, I've been doing most of this, the painting and that on the Magic Wheelchair stuff.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. 'Cause I think you've done a bang tidy job. Let's use that phrase.
Yeah, I usually kind of just hop in here, maybe play a video game or two.
Yeah.
Watch some TV, build some Lego.
Dude, you reminded me.
What?
I bought a Nintendo Switch.
Did you?
Yes.
What games do you have?
Mario Kart and Star Wars.
Star Wars? There's a Star Wars game on Switch?
Star Wars Lego.
Oh, right, yeah, that's awesome. I got that on...
Yeah.
I got it on PlayStation. I got the collector's edition so I can get the exclusive minifigure.
I know, I remember at the time you were telling me about it. But now, yeah, I bought a Switch. Something different. Sometimes I still play that. Dude,
how long have you been playing that?
Switch. What, the Star Wars game or Switch?
Switch.
I bought it just before I went away, so like 3 weeks.
You don't even... I'm a gamer. These are things you're supposed to say.
Sorry, dude. I did. I had a hectic couple of weeks. I came back from holiday and everything had gone to bits. So, but yeah, that's my news. There you go.
Now, I've been playing a lot of simulator games.
Mm-hmm.
Good fun. Farming Simulator, good crack. 2 Point Hospital, good crack. 2 Point Campus, not as good.
No?
No. But I mean, so like I've got a Lego set. I was thinking of building it tonight, but we'll see. I'm rebuilding my Lego Lamborghini because I looked at it. I'm like, let's see how many pieces it takes to. It looks like in a pile.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
So I took it apart.
But I also like the Defender they do. You know, the old Land Rover one.
It's a bit boxy.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I like a Defender. They're nice, them new ones. But you know, I got to win the lottery first.
They're not that expensive.
Dude, they are.
Like I'm building mine for the second time. You know, repeatability.
Oh no, I mean the actual car.
Oh right.
I was like, shit, has he won the lottery?
I may have. There will be signs.
There
I won't tell anyone, but there will be signs. Yeah, I haven't bought proper Lego in a while. I got this because it's Fast and the Furious, and you get a little minifigure of Vin Diesel. Family. And the Speed Champions are quite cheap sets, so I haven't built it because I've been busy with the Lamborghini. But you know what I bought today, Johnny?
Do tell.
I bought myself a cross-stitch kit for beginners.
A cross-stitch kit for beginners.
Yes.
If you need some work to do, dude, just say and I'll send you some stuff to do, because I'm snowed the hell under. But, okay, what are you cross-stitching? Tell me.
It's just these like little... Yeah, she says I'm 70-year-old. She says I'm weird for playing simulator games. Because I really enjoy them. And now I'm an 80-year-old woman.
You do you. You know what it is? You can set your flight path on Microsoft Flight Simulator and then do a bit of cross-stitch while you fly.
You know what? That does sound...
There you go.
Incredible.
Don't tell her that I told you that idea.
I mean, it's not going to cost me any more money. This is the kit that I bought. Where's my screen share? Just these little Halloween things. I don't want to go into the deep end yet, but if I just do these 6, see how it goes, then I can start looking at bigger ones that you can get. Like you get these really big things, like that kind of stuff. But apparently, there's a whole community of nerdy people that cross stitch, and a guy at work does it.
And you thought I'd need that in my life?
Yes. So a guy at work does it. He does cross stitching and he's been doing it for years. He's just as much of a nerd as me. Because I was looking at these, I've seen a lot of TikToks about diamond painting. You know how TikTok works. You watch one video that you're like, I'm kind of interested in that, and then it just panels it into you, and so you're a fan now.
Nice.
But yeah, diamond painting it's kind of like paint by numbers. It's kind of like those Lego art pieces with little dots. Where you follow like a numbered pattern and you just put these little beads on. So I was chatting to him about this and he says, that's quite a lot like cross-stitching. They use kind of the same patterns, the same symbols and that stuff. Instead instead of putting these dots on, you're cross-stitching them. He says you go onto Etsy and there's so many interesting cross-stitch patterns that you can buy on there. And there's apps and that you can turn images into cross-stitch patterns. So let's say Pokemons. So yeah, you can get all these different Pokemon cross-stitch patterns. I think that's fucking cool.
Dope. You know what it is, dude? When I was in school doing stuff like that, I actually used to think cross-stitching was good. I think I did a dolphin at one point. Or something of the like. So, I'm on board. Let's cross stitch together. I know what episode 50 is.
That sounds like a good idea.
I'm gonna get a kit and get my eye in first, so I don't look like a fool.
See, the thing is, I've got like this big.
Yeah, no, that's good. You don't want to get like too frustrated with it.
Because I think just the one like that, it's that pixel art, and it's all you get is a digital PDF that kind of shows you the color of the bull and all that stuff that you need.
Yeah, what goes where.
These are great. Yes. But yeah, like, but it also got me thinking. He was telling me about how in this world of cross stitch, like everything is marketed and made for old people. So he was saying how like you don't get nerdy like pin cushions or peripherals or magnet boards or anything like that for the needles or anything like that that are like nerdy themed, and that's what cross stitchers want. These nerdy people, and it's just kind of like, if I can get my way in there, I could start designing some of these things that they might want. Bingo bango, you're in.
Dude, I like it. Let's go for it. Tell Sarah I'm on board. She'll be thrilled.
Like we could just buy. I mean, I could buy one of these patterns, like £2 for the pattern. It's just something I thought that would be good fun, good crack. And it's a. I don't think it'll be too much of an expensive thing to mess around in.
No, it shouldn't be too bad, that at all.
Like, this is so cool. Like, all the nerd in me is just kind of like, this is...
Ooh, what's that fancy thing?
Look at this.
Ooh. Hells yes.
I mean, they look a bit dopey. That's meant to be Squirtle. I went to the Pokemon Championships this weekend.
I saw you were out and about again.
Oh, that's cool. Did you watch Stranger Things?
No. I'm not a fan of it, man.
The new season was really good. Like, especially as like a metal fan. It was just like
Up your street.
dope. Yes. This is cool. £2 for that. And I think that just looks so cool. But yeah, this guy at work, he was telling me about this one that he's worked on that it took him, 3 years to complete?
Bloody hell, 3 years. I'm not sure I got the time, mate. I can do a small one.
I think if we do a little one like these ones, simple colors. I'll have to. Yes. Yes. 'Cause that's easy. It's a lot of just the flat yellow.
Yeah,
I've been watching YouTube videos.
Have you? on the telly in front of Sarah?
No, literally, this has been today.
Oh, today. You did have a quiet day at work then.
I told you I worked my ass off to do that. Maybe I should try and steal my boss's cross stitch that he has in his kitchen if he still has it.
Do it.
So
Take it.
my boss is having a housewarming this weekend. And he invited a lot of people, expecting most of the people to say no, but most of the people said yes. So when he was expecting 50 people, over 100 people are now attending. He's doing a hog roast. He had to get a second hog.
Really?
But because most of the people at work, I think 2 or 3 people out of 20 of us aren't coming, he's been able to claim part of it as a work expense.
Oh, nice.
Because he's entertaining staff. Smart man.
Yeah, got to be done.
So,
Got to be done.
my boss's name is Nick, and we're going to play a game of What Can You Nick?
What can you nick?
So the aim of the game, he wouldn't be listening to this, so it's fine. Oh, that's such a cute little turtle.
Let me guess.
So the
What
aim of
can
the
you
game-
get out of his house?
What can you nick from Nick's house?
And then you're going to give him it back like the week after, or?
On the Tuesday, we'll all lay them out on the desk, and he'll have to decide the winner of which one he thinks is like the funniest.
If you don't take his dishwasher, I'm going to be upset.
So it needs to be something you can put in your pocket. It mustn't be anything of value. It must be something funny. And nothing that's going to cause problems. Like, you can't steal his car keys. You know, you can't steal his telly.
Dude, if you can get telly in your pocket, I'm going to be impressed.
Stuff like the TV remote. So I know what I'm going to steal already. I'm going to steal his dog's collar.
Strange, but
Whether
I
he'll
understand.
notice he'll notice or not, I don't know. But yeah, just taking the dog's collar.
Nice.
And then he won't know. His wife's going to know. We're going to tell her. Just so that she's in on it as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's
and we're
better
just
than
going to present
being
it.
robbed.
Yeah. And we're all just going to present it on his desk on Tuesday morning. Just see what he says.
Go for it, man. Be fun.
I think it's such a brilliant idea. These are cool. But I think you buy the actual thing. You don't buy...
They're patent for it now.
But you see, like, I could... Like, that looks like it's just a piece of plastic. Yeah, it's just a piece of plastic. Interesting. Probably laser cut as well.
Probably, yeah. I want a laser cutter, man. They're so cool.
Oh, all the evolution. Oh, see, like, all this stuff is just cool, and like, you're just spending what, £2 on a Charmander. You know, do the pattern, and you're done. You know, and you spend another £2 on another one. I think it's brilliant. Genius. We are smart, Johnny.
Ah, smart. We are very smart.
That'll be a good 50th episode. Since our podcast it's having its 50th episode birthday. It's having a midlife crisis.
And we all.
I mean, we don't even know we're near midlife.
We'll get there.
I think that we're our street's binfluencers.
Binfluencers.
Yes.
Binfluencers. My God. There's a term I was not expecting to hear tonight. Binfluencer. My God.
Do you know what the binfluencer? Does your street have a binfluencer?
Not that I know of, dude, because I'm not the first person to put my bin out ever.
You
I'm
see,
like
like
a last thing before bed job.
it's a term that you understand. Like
I know,
straight off,
I figured it out. I've got it. Don't worry.
So yeah, like we're usually the first ones to kind of put it out, which means we've also got to know whether it's recycling week or not.
I have been clever. I've got a reminder on my phone.
You know what my reminder was? Was to look at my cameras on Wednesday and see what bins were out last time.
Nice. What bin day is yours?
Wednesday.
Oh, mine's Thursday.
Yeah, our bin men are like stupidly good. Like, it's very rare they collect after 8. They're here at like 7 in the morning.
Yeah, our recycling is 6:45, dude. It's ridiculous. The whole street is awake by 7 on bin day when it's recycling.
I mean, it's good. I mean, it's out of the way. You just, before I leave work, you can bring the bin in.
I just don't mind when it's recycling because at least it's not blowing on the street.
Well, shouldn't the recycling all be in the bin?
No, because we don't have a bin. We have like a big sack for recycling.
Sounds like you got to have some words with your council, aka your missus.
Yeah, I've complained many times, mate. Yeah, nothing gets done. You still
Just complain more.
You?
Yes.
He's obsessed.
I think this is like these memes. I could do like a dick butt cross stitch. I could cross stitch memes. Excuse me. Oh, that one's so cool. Little pokeballs. It's also a cross stitch pattern. Look at this one, Johnny. Little pokeballs. Maybe this is. I'm gonna bookmark this one. So I feel like that's one that I could achieve in the space of an hour or two. At least one of those. See, because with the diamond painting, I feel like that's... You're getting the same thing, but with less effort. Because all you're doing is you're just sticking them on the thing.
I don't think I've got the patience for that.
I think it's...
I don't know, man, the time.
That one must be fucking nuts. Because, like, that one's great. It's just like a ton of white. But that one... I want to get the Lego set of this. Have you seen that?
No? You sure? Ooh. That's interesting, dude. You do like your Lego art.
So it's not like the dot art. It's made out of bricks, which I think is quite cool. And it's also like 3D, which also kind of makes it different. And you get a little Van Gogh minifig. And it's £150, which is not bad. I think that's cool. Have you got any other questions you want to ask me, Johnny? Before we wrap this up. I just want to give you more opportunities to speak.
I know. I'm quiet today, dude. I'm extremely exhausted as per my normal nights. I think we've chatted some Lego. We've chatted cross-stitch, which was a curveball, man. I wasn't expecting that tonight. I'll be honest. That wasn't on my normal podcast agenda. But, you know, well, you can add it for you, I'm sure. But, no, I'm content, dude. I think, you know, we've got next weekend to look forward to.
Yeah, I think it'll be good fun to next weekend hang out in person, do an episode in the evening or in the afternoon. Yeah, in the evening, and then because we'll probably be drinking because we're seeing Stacey on Sunday. So if you get here for Saturday, we can film.
That was the plan.
Podcast. You crash here, and then do Stacey, and then we just need to film a quick wrap up, and then I'll just package and send.
Bing bang boosh bang diggling.
Bing bang boosh.
Cha-ching.
Yeah, I should have got remnants of older. I'm gonna have to get into a cave to do this. Old remnants of cheeseburger on my notebook.
Nice. Nice.
That's very framey. There we go.
Very good,
I think
dude.
that's a good place. Good place to leave this. Jazz has been cranking its way.
That's been cranking. Been really cranking out tonight. I've enjoyed it. Been good catching up.
I don't know if... Hopefully, StreamYard hasn't been reducing the audio, because I've got all my audio settings turned off. Because magic.
Nice magic.
There's got that magic in me.
There we go.
Here
he goes.
Yeah. That's everything on my list. Things I wanted to chat about. I think, yeah. Episode 50, the cross-stitch one.
The cross-stitch one.
Yeah. I'll do some practicing before we go hard.
Yeah.
That'll be good fun. But yes, we can actually do this because it's the first time we actually have a guest. And we haven't had a guest in a while, so I can actually use this one. I'm messing with my camera, so it's not aligned well. Well, thank you to everybody that's joined us this evening. I think most of them are it's Boston at the moment.
Yeah.
Because they're doing the beta test event in Boston. But if there's any lurkers in there, thank you for joining us this evening.
Yes.
If you want to follow me and see any things I'm up to and any of my cross-stitch nonsense that I plan on adventuring on, any other Lego and updates on the Magic Wheelchair stuff, you can follow me at KJ Designs 365.
If you want to follow me, at Kessel Run Creations. One day I'll post again.
Wait, when last did you post something?
I don't even know. Must be 6 months. I should post more about what I do in my daily life, but
you should. Just take a photo of like just a broken robot and a sad face,
man.
and then a fixed robot and still a sad face.
I should. Really should.
You should just put googly eyes on all your machines.
Honestly, it would make me so much happier walking up to them when they were broken. If the googly eyes were just like, yeah. Exactly. But it's been good, Kirby. It's been good catching up.
Yeah, it has been. Been a good one. If you want to see when we're going live next and any other nonsense we get up to next week, you can follow us on Instagram at thecorepodcast.contact. On Facebook, we are at The Core Podcast with the O's 0. On Twitter, we are The Core Podcast, as well as YouTube, The Core Podcast, and on Twitch. No, that's not Twitch, that's TikTok. Twitch is actually down.
Is it? Damn.
Yeah. So wait, you're going to be with me on the 3rd. And it's one... Week and a half later, I'll be hanging out with Ryan. Starses and Ryan. He's coming to the UK.
Is he?
Ryan Lewis, there we go.
It's the boy.
Yes, he'll be here in the UK, so him and I will be hanging out.
Is he travelling or is he just in the lower?
No, he's travelling with Michelle, so said I'll go hang out with him in London for a bit.
Good fun.
Yeah, always good fun. Johnny, it's been a good one.
It has. It's been nice catching up, man. It's been a little while.
Yes. Thank you to all those that have joined us and lurked with us. It's been a good one. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.